This is the Professor, CBMD PhD, for today Saturday, August 9th, 2025. It is 5:57 and 17 seconds, p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and today's research, UFO 1947. So let's hop to it here. In June 1947, Kenneth Arnold, a Boise, Idaho businessman and private pilot, publicly reported the now famous sighting of a chain-like formation of disc-shaped objects near Mount Rainier, Washington. Resulting newspaper publicity of this incident caught the public interest, and shortly thereafter a rash of reports of unidentified aerial objects spawned the term flying saucer. During the years since 1947, many reports of unidentified serial objects have been received by the Air Force from many and diverse sources. The unfortunate term flying saucer, or flying disc, because of its widespread and indiscriminate use, requires definition. Many definitions have been offered. Each flying saucer, so defined, has associated with it a probable lifetime. It wanders in the field of public inspection, like an electron in the field of ions, until captured by an explanation which puts an end to its existence as a flying saucer. Since 1947, public interest in the subject of unidentified aerial objects fluctuated more or less within reasonable limits until the summer of 1952, when the frequency of reports of sightings reached a peak, possibly stimulated by several articles on the subject in leading popular magazines. Early in 1952, the Air Force's cumulative study and analysis of reported sightings indicated that the majority of reports could be accounted for as misrepresentations of known objects such as meteors, balloons, or aircraft. A few as a result of mild hysteria and a very few as a result of unfamiliar meteorological phenomena and light aberrations. A significant number of fairly complete reports by reliable observers remained unexplained, although no evidence existed that unexplained reports of sightings constituted a physical threat to the security of the U.S. In March 1952, the Air Force decided that all reports of unidentified aerial objects should be investigated and evaluated to determine if flying saucers represented technological developments not known to this country. Originally, the problem involved the preparation and analysis of about 1,300 reports accumulated by the Air Force between 1947 and the end of March 1952. During the course of the work, the number of reports submitted for analysis and evaluation more than tripled, the result of the unprecedented increase in observations during 1952. Accordingly, this study is based on a number of reports considered to be large enough for a preliminary statistical analysis, approximately 4,000 reports. This study was undertaken primarily to categorize the available reports of sightings and to determine the probability that any of the reports of unidentified aerial objects represented observations of flying saucers. With full cognizance of the quality of the data available for study, yet with an awareness of the proportions the subject has assumed at times in the public mind, this work was undertaken with all the seriousness accorded to a straightforward scientific investigation. Identifying flying saucers. The basic technique for this study consisted of reducing the available data to form a suitable mechanical manipulation, a prerequisite for the application of preliminary statistical methods. One of International Business Machine Corporation's systems was chosen as the best available mechanical equipment. The reduction of data contained in sighting reports into a format suitable for transfer to IBM punch cards was extremely difficult and time-consuming. For this study, a panel of consultants was formed consisting of both experts within and outside ATIC. During the course of the works, guidance and advice were received from the panel. The professional experience available from the panel covered major scientific fields and numerous specialized fields. Reports of sightings were received by the U.S. Air Force from a representative cross-section of the population of the U.S. and varied widely in completeness and quality. Included were reports from reputable scientists, housewives, farmers, students, and technically trained members of the armed forces. Reports varied in length, from a few sentences stating that a flying saucer had been sighted to those containing thousands of words, including description, speculation, and advice on how to handle the problem of the flying saucers. Some reports were of high quality, conservative, and as complete as the observer could make them. A few originated from people confined to mental institutions. A critical examination of the reports revealed, however, that a high percentage of them was submitted by serious people, mystified by what they had seen, and motivated by patriotic responsibility. This video was created for educational purposes only. Codename Will, Professor Christopher Brunet, Leader of Research, Scientist, Ufologist, Psychic, Computer Programmer, Computer Technician, Philanthropist, Writer, Mathematician, Artist, Photographer, Film Producer, Chef, Animal, and Nature Lover. Passion, World Peace. Hope you enjoyed listening. Until next time, have an excellent day. This is the Professor, CB.